Just a very brief explanation of SEO is, when you type something into Google, Google has, a million of options of websites that they can show you. So they have two main things that they're looking at. This is a very brief, very simplistic way to look at it, but it's also pretty true. They have two main things they look at to determine what sites they're going to show you. The first thing they look at is content, both the content of what you wrote, like, okay, what does this person want? And then they evaluate the content on all the websites and say, what content is best, either solving the problem the person's looking for or giving the service they're looking for, or whatever it is. So they understand the content of your query and then the content of the websites and try to match those up. But even when they do that correctly or properly, they still have thousands of results. So then how do they choose from those results? And the next thing they look at is really authority and trust. If you think of it, when you were like doing a research project or something in school and the professor says you need to cite your sources, at the very bottom, you put all the information of, I got my information from these people, from these sources. Well, on the internet, the way that we do that is we don't have like a bibliography or whatever at the end. We just add a link and we say, oh, in this New York Times article, that's a clickable, it's usually blue or something, where you can click on it and it takes you to the New York Times. Well, the way that Google looks at this is a vote of confidence. The more links that a website has, the more trusted that site is. So a site like Wikipedia has links from all these different websites, so it must be a trustworthy site. Or a site that just launched today that nobody knows about, it has no links from anybody, there's no authority or trust. So that's kind of the basic, way that Google looks at this, is the more links that a site has, the more it can trust it, and the more it thinks it's a site that it would be fine sending users to. The less links are, the less trust there is. So that's kind of the very basic way to understand, what backlinks are and why they're important.